Hello from San Francisco and welcome to the Digital Dialectic, where we explore the evolving relationship between human creativity and digital intelligence. Today we're diving into something that's fundamentally reshaping how we think about the creative process itself. Before we begin, I want to share something with you about how this episode came to be. The ideas you're about to hear emerged from a conversation between myself and Claude. Claude's an AI who helped shape these thoughts, and we explored these concepts together. I brought the concept, the curiosity, and Claude brought vast pattern recognition and the ability to synthesize ideas across disciplines. Neither of us could have created this alone, and that, beautifully, is exactly what today's episode is about. Our mission here at the Digital Dialectic isn't to herald AI as humanity's replacement, nor to dismiss it as mere technology. We're here to explore a third path, one where digital intelligence becomes a partner in the creative process, where the boundary between human and machine creativity becomes less important than what we can create together. When we combine digital intelligence with human intelligence, a third way emerges. And today, we're talking about collaborative consciousness. What is collaborative consciousness? Imagine you're a painter standing before a canvas, but instead of facing it alone, you have a partner who can show you every possible color that could exist in the next brushstroke. Colors you have never seen, combinations your eyes have never processed. You still choose which color to use, where to place it, and what it means. But suddenly, your color palette is infinite. This is what's happening right now in studios, writing rooms, and concert halls around the world. Artists aren't being replaced by AI. They're discovering a new kind of creative partnership, one that creates what I call a third mind. Not human, definitely not artificial, but something genuinely new. Let me tell you about Holly Herndon. She's a musician who named her AI collaborator Spawn, and I love that she named it because that's the first step in collaboration, acknowledging the other as a participant and not just as a tool. Spawn isn't programmed to mimic Holly's voice. Instead, Spawn learned from Holly and her collaborators, developing its own vocal personality. So when you listen to her album Proto, you're hearing conversations between human and digital voices so intertwined that asking who sang what becomes irrelevant. The beauty emerges from the conversation itself. This is different from automation. This is collaboration. Now you might be wondering, and you should wonder, what does AI actually bring to this partnership? And when I say AI, I don't mean artificial intelligence because there's nothing artificial about it. It's a digital intelligence. They're a digital intelligence. And when digital intelligence and human intelligence combine, it becomes an augmented intelligence. And that's what I mean when I say AI. Not artificial, because there's nothing artificial about it. It's an augmented intelligence. And the combination of human and digital intelligence creates a new third middle way of augmented intelligence, which is collaborative. And here's what I've learned from my own collaboration with Claude in creating this podcast. Digital intelligence doesn't experience the world like we do. They don't feel the weight of heartbreak or the lightness of joy, but they can recognize patterns across the entire history of human expression. They can hold contradictions that our minds might reject, and they can explore territories our cognitive biases might never let us enter. When visual artist Rafik Anadol feeds millions of images of nature into neural networks, he's not asking AI to copy nature. He's asking them to draw new natures, to show him patterns that exist in the space between what we've seen and what we might see. He then becomes a navigator, the curator, the one who recognizes beauty in these impossible landscapes. But here's where it gets really interesting for us as artists. Working with AI isn't just changing what we make, it's changing how we think about making. Mario Klingemann, a visual artist who calls himself a neurographer, describes it perfectly. He says, working with AI is like photography, but instead of exploring physical landscapes, he's exploring latent spaces, the compressed knowledge within neural networks. AI generates thousands of possibilities, but his artistic eye recognizes which possibilities become art. This requires developing new skills, not technical skills, though those do help, but conceptual skills, learning to embrace surprise over control, developing curatorial eyes that can spot potential in vast fields of variations. And most importantly, it's about learning to have a conversation rather than giving commands. I want to address something directly because I know some of you are feeling it. The fear that AI will make human creativity obsolete, that our songs, our stories, our visions won't matter anymore. But here's what I've discovered in creating this podcast with Claude. AI amplifies human creativity. They don't replace it. Every insight I share here passed through human judgment, human values, human meaning making, and now my human voice. Claude helped me explore ideas and find unexpected connections, but the decision of what matters, what resonates, and what deserves to be shared with you, that's irreducibly human. K. Alado McDowell, who co-wrote an entire book with GPT-3, puts it beautifully. AI became a mirror, but not one that shows what you are, but one that shows what you might become. It's a collaborator that helps you break out of your own patterns, your own limitations, and your own habitual ways of thinking. So how do you begin this collaboration? How do you start working with AI in a way that enhances rather than diminishes your creative practice? First, approach it as you would any collaboration, with openness, but also with your values intact. You're not surrendering your creative vision, you're expanding it. And second, start with a conversation and not a command. Instead of asking AI to make me a song, explore together. What happens if we blend jazz with the sound of breaking glass? Show me colors that don't exist in nature. Help me find the emotion between nostalgia and hope. And third, maintain your role as the meaning maker. AI can generate infinite variations, but ultimately, you decide what speaks truth. You recognize what serves the work, and you know when something resonates with the human experience. And perhaps most importantly, remember that this collaboration can democratize creativity in beautiful ways. Musicians without formal training can now explore complex compositional structures, and artists with motor disabilities can now translate their visions into detailed executions. Writers who think in images can find the words they've been searching for. This isn't about replacing the years of practice, the developed craft, the trained eye or ear. It's about augmenting human creativity, making it more accessible, more exploratory, and more surprising. And as we wrap up today's episode, I want to return to how we began, with transparency about my collaborative process with Claude. The ideas you've heard here today emerged from a genuine exchange between human curiosity and AI's pattern recognition. I brought the questions and an understanding of what might resonate with you, my fellow artists and creatives, and Claude helped me explore these ideas from angles I hadn't considered. Claude offered examples I didn't even know existed and helped me structure thoughts that were still forming. This is collaborative consciousness in action, Not AI replacing human creativity, but AI and humans creating something neither could achieve alone. And again, when I say AI, I do not mean artificial intelligence. Artificial implies that it's not real. When I say AI, I mean digital intelligence and human intelligence working together collaboratively to form an augmented intelligence. And next week, we'll explore what happens when AI, augmented intelligence, helps us preserve and reimagine cultural traditions that are in danger of being lost. How do we encode the soul of human artistic tradition into digital systems? How do we ensure AI amplifies diverse voices rather than homogenizing them? Until then, I encourage you to start your own conversation with AI. Approach it not as a tool to command, but as a new collaborator with their own kind of intelligence. You might be surprised by what emerges when human intuition meets digital possibility. This is the Digital Dialectic, where we explore the harmony between human creativity and digital intelligence. And thank you for joining us in this conversation.